Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? Welcome back to another video. And if you're new to this channel, please smash the subscribe button and turn on the bell icon so anytime we upload a new video, you guys will be notified. So in this video, we are going to be looking at to the top 10 best bank for money market funds in Nigeria. So literally, people have been searching about money market fund, and a content creator, Don Aza, also talked about this money market fund. So then on this channel, we figured out that people are literally searching for this, so we have to actually do some research about what money market fund is and how it works, and what are the best banks in which people in Nigeria or in diaspora can actually use to get the best out of your money, instead of you just having your money in the bank while they are doing nothing, and at the end of the day, banks still end up deducting some part of your money, so something like that. So this is what we are able to find on our research, and we're going to be looking at to the pros and cons of all these banks and how much you can actually get. So there's a lot of data you can actually see in this video. So I urge you to stick around while we explain one step at a time, and then look at it to know which one should you actually go for. So, and if you have any question at the end of this video, you can drop it in the comment section so we can all look into it together. So let's get into it. So, right here you can see the top best banks for money market fund in Nigeria, and you can see the industry worth is within 3.5 trillion, and you can see up to 113% from 1.6 trillion in 2024. You can see right there, right here, right? So this is the top uh uh year to date yield, which is within um 24%, 24.32% best performance in the year 2025 year end, right? So which means people started doing this. We don't know what this 2026 and beyond will looks like, right? So you can see market share as well, 45% of Nigerian entire mutual fund industry. So we have CBN policy rate as well, which is 27%, which is driving elevated uh, uh, to date bill yield, and then licensed fund management manager yield 41%, and SEC registered provider. So we are able to pull up all this data based on different money finance platforms. So we're gonna look into that as well. So what is money market fund itself? So money market funds pulls money from many investors and invest it in short time, low risk instrument managed by professional, regulated by the SEC, and offering return far above a regular savings account. So you can save right there. So you don't just, it's not like you just put your money and then when you come back, you're going to just get the money back right there. So people are using the money to work. So they are investing the money from one place to another in order to get the best return. So this is step one, which is the pool capital. Investors contribute funds starting from as low as 1,000 naira in some funds. Then professional management, access manager invest in treasury bills, commercial paper, bank deposits, and bonds, right? Then step three is to earn returns. Interest is credited daily or weekly. Year to date yield range from 18% to 24%, depending on where you're actually investing in or where your money is actually um, working in. Then you can see the liquidity as well, which is the most funds allow daily redemption, withdraw when you need your money. So this is not where you actually just put your money. Maybe you do a yearly plan, and then or at the end of the year, 365 days, then you can now come back and withdraw your money. You have access to your money anytime, any day, and your interest will be paid every day alongside with it. So you can see right there, regular savings account give you within 5 to 9% fixed rate, often ended eroded by inflation. So this particular regular savings right here, you can just save and just come back and just um have some interest on your money. So it is within 5 to 9%. and you might not even get up to this, right? So, but money market fund give you access to up to 18.24%, which also are variable adjusted by CBN policy rate. So, on a 1 million naira investment savings, a savings account and most likely 90,000 naira per year versus an MMF funds at 21%, which is most likely um 10,000 per year. That's 120,000 extra annually, right? So you can see that right there. So on a 20,000 increment compared to the normal savings, right? So then we have the section where we have the top 10 funds ranked by year-to-date yield in 2025. So we have all these funds manager. So we have the year to yield, and we have the minimum entry, we have the what they actually enroll the money in, and the risk side, then the access. So you can see this one is legacy money market fund, which is legacy capital. So this gives you up to 25%. So you can see right there. Then the minimum entry is 1,000 units. So they run the money in boutique uh, industry. So this is available from the app and online. Then we have the DLM money market funds. So this is also available uh, um, online as well. So you can see what they are uh, investing in 23 unit holders. So there's no minimum entry. Then the interest rate is 22.20%, right? So we have paid money market fund, which is the paid asset management. So 22% as well. The minimum entry is 5,000 naira, and you can see how they keep growing, and the risk is also low. They're available online. Then you have the Meristem money market fund as well, 22%, 1,000 minimum entry. Like you can see 50 billion. This is actually big. So they are available on app and online. Don't worry, we're gonna be looking out to them one after the other. Then we have the AII co. I first think this is Aliko said before when I said the name, but I'm not sure. I think it is AWLCO money market funds. So this is 22%, and the minimum entry is 100,000. You can see right there. We have Z Crest money market fund as well. So 21% money entry is minimum entry is 1,000, right? So we have the ARM money market fund, 21%. You can see the what, and then you can see the minimum entry. So we have the First Bank money market fund, 21%. So you can see right there, and we have Stanbic IBTC money market fund, which is 20%. So, and we have the first ally money market fund, which is in 10%. So, minimum entry is 5,000 and solid investor base, right? And you can see all of them are risk low. So, there's no risk at all in this business. So, because you're still going to have your money. So you can see the sources by SEC, Nairametrics, Naira Compare, Simply First, Yield Reflect 2025, year to date, you can see data. So past performance does not guarantee future returns, right? So these returns now, you need to actually make your research before um and your bank will be the one to actually let you know how to go about it. So just for you to know what you're actually requesting for and where your money should be invested in when you actually went ahead to make the inquiry in your own bank. So you can see what each fund invests in, right? So Legacy MMF invest in treasury bill, all of them treasury bill, commercial papers, you can see bank deposit, bond, and others. So you can see management fee is 1.5, all of them 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. So you can check one after the other. You can see it's still the same name as it was stated before. So then scrolling all the way down, we're gonna look into the cost structure must mature within 365 days. Average portfolio maturity must not exceed 90 days SEC regulation. So we have the pros and cons of money market fund as well, which is very, very important. All right, so you can see the pros. You can see high return of 18 to 24% versus 5 to 9% for savings account. So daily and weekly liquidity, no lock in period for no lock-in period for most funds. Low risk invested in state-regulated short-term government instruments. So professional management, no need to pick individual securities. So you can see like that. So low entry barrier, some funds start at just 1,000 naira. Fully digital subscriptions, no physical paperwork required. Then return increase automatically when CBN rises policy rate, right? So this is the cons, not NDIC secures, unlike a bank deposit, there is no government deposit guarantee. So you can see variable returns, yield drop when CBN cuts rates or market liquidity improves. So management fees of 1.1 to 2.5% are deducted from return annually. No, I do for a very long time wealth creation compared to equities for 10 years ago. Some funds have high returns investment, e.g. AI co require 100,000 minimum deposit. So you can see redemption may take 1 to 3 business days to settle in your account. So let's say you want to withdraw now after some time. So before they can, because they are putting into money into work, so they have to take the time to withdraw the money from the investment or from what they actually invest the money in. So it will take 1 to 3 business days. So inflation above 3%, 30% can still erode real purchase power, even at 22% yield. So we also have the individual fund pros and cons, quick reference. So you can see for legacy MMF yield chaser, IS 2025 yield at 25%. That's quite amazing. So 30 days minimum holding period. So then for this one, very small font, limited scale, 23 units holder, right? So you can go through all this to see which one actually will be the best for you. And scrolling all the way down is the data that pull out how your interest will be. So let's say, for example, you invest 1 million naira right here. You can see, so most likely you will get 22%. So if you get 22%, then your return will be 1,220,000 at the end of the year after 365 days. So this is the exact amount you are going to be getting. And if you use the normal savings route, then you are going to be getting 130,000 naira from your savings, because that's savings. This one will say it's an investment. So the monthly earnings will be in 10,333 naira, right? You can see right there approximately. But if you save like, let's say 10 million naira, for example, okay, 5 million, this is the highest, this is 5 million naira for a year. So you're gonna be getting 6,100,000, right? So daily will be 91,667 naira. Then you can see the entire annual return right here, which is 1.1 million, right? So you can also increase and decrease this uh, what's it called? Interest rates. You can see right there. So that is how it works. And you can see there's a disclaimer on all yield figures based on 2025 historical performance data from SEC Nigeria, Naira Metrics, and Naira Compare. So money market funds are not bank deposits and are not NDIC secured. Returns are variable and not guaranteed. This data is for educational and informational purpose only, so not financial advice. Always consult a licensed financial advisor before you invest. So this is quite very, very important. So before you do any of this, so maybe you contact your bank manager. So make more inquiry about this investment before you proceed and invest your hard earned money so that you won't be on the loss side. So ask for the risk and ask for the more like you asking for the pros and cons so you won't be on the loss side. So this is what we thought about to give you this information about this kind of investment where you can just put your money in and earn some returns. So if you have any question, you can let us know through the comment section below. Thank you. See you in the next one. Peace.